have been discovered outside the electric substation in Newclare Johannesburg this morning. It's understood that a fire broke out in the substation when the deceased and his friend connected devices to high voltage wires. City Power says that the incident caused an electric outage in Newclare and surrounding suburbs.
An electric substation used to house over 11,000 kilowatts of electricity. But after two homeless friends decided to furnish it and use it for shelter, what remains is ashes, charred walls and a wrecked couch. An eyewitness details the incident.
I was in my house and I just hear boof. And my wife called me and said, "Tenant is on fire." Tenant ran out, the guy is passed away. He ran out of our house. Then the place, he was on fire. I blasted him out with a fire extinguisher. Then I came inside here, this place was on fire here. Then I blasted also the fire and I went back to him to see what's happening to him. And I feel a pulse, there was a pulse, he was still alive, and I phoned the emergency unit. After the emergency unit, then I feel a pulse again, then the guy was gone.
His friend was rushed to hospital. City Power says despite measures taken to secure these structures, people continue to break into them.
As you can see, there was a lock that was on that door, but the lock has been broken several times. In fact, before this incident, our colleagues put the lock there, but then it was broken into, and then they ended up sleeping inside. As you can see, there's even a sofa. But we also have private security patrolling most of our infrastructure, including this one.
But this isn't the first of its kind. A similar incident happened a few months ago in Eldorado Park, signaling a need for a more permanent solution.
Most of the infrastructure that we have currently, it's an old infrastructure that has been there for over 70 years, some of it. So our plan for this financial year is to basically face off and do away with most of these old transformer substations and replace them with the mini box substations, which are not easy to get access inside to try and sleep in them.
In the same community just a few hundred meters away, another substation lays open and unsecure, a tragedy waiting to happen. Community members say they've seen a lot of young people walk in here to smoke drugs. The community also weighed in.
This box was locked, there was a lock on there. Somehow they open up, they just don't care. They just don't care. So whether we bring in the police or the government, they're going to still do the same thing again. Give it a few days, they're going to go back in there again.
So what's the solution?
The solution is, I think, the parents, the community, all of us, we need to stand together. The parents need to teach their kids not to play with things like this. This is not something to play with.
Police have opened an inquest docket. Itakane Magwedza, SABC News, Johannesburg.